Hi, this is Islamic Dad here. If you enjoy this channel, please subscribe. I'm doing a video today on an issue that is very common with relationships with the narcissist, but I have a feeling also just with relationships with toxic people in general. And it's kind of this weird circular reasoning, or this trap that narcissists and other toxic people kind of trick their partner into falling into. And I know with me, it was something that I definitely fell into in my previous relationships. And it would go along the lines of something like this, where say my girlfriend very often would say, "Oh, I had such a hard day at work. My traps are so tight. Oh, my back hurts so much." And I would say, "Hey, do you want me to massage your traps?" And she would say, "Oh, that would be perfect. That'd be heaven." And so, just without thinking about it, I would massage her traps, and she would say, "Thanks." And and then this, needless to say, would happen, say, multiple times in a week. And there might be a time when I would, say, "Oh, my back's really bugging me," and she would say, "Where do you want to go for dinner tonight?" Like, she would just ignore it, what I said, completely. And later, me being me, I would confront her on it, and I'd say, "Hey, why is it I'm always massaging your back, but when my back, really, when I say my back really hurts, you don't offer to massage my back?" And without missing a beat, she would come right back and say, "I'm not a mind reader. I'm not a mind reader. You're a man. You need to be assertive. Men are supposed to be assertive. If you want me to massage your back, you need to say something. I am not a mind reader. I am not a mind reader. I don't know what you want unless you communicate it to me directly." And so I would say, "Okay, can you massage my back?" And she would say, "Okay." And it was odd, though, because again, there was a double standard where she never had to do that herself. And when I would bring it up and say, "Well, when you say that you want, you had a bad day and your traps are all tight, I massage your back. And in fact, I've done that multiple times this week. And I don't think that's very fair. I don't think it's, things are even." And she would immediately, again, without missing a beat, say, "Did I ever ask you to massage my back? Once. Did I ever ask you to massage my back? No, I didn't. So your argument's invalid. I never asked you to massage my back. So it's not that there's any inequality at all. If you do something for me, you should do that because you want to. If you're doing something and doing it expecting reciprocity, that's not okay. That is not okay, because you're basically telling me that, like, you're massaging my back and I owe you a back rub later. Or if you take me out to dinner, then I owe you a dinner. Or if you take me to the movies, then I owe you a trip to the movies." And I don't think that's fair at all. I don't, I'm not going to, that's manipulation. and I'm not going to be manipulated. I am not going to be in a relationship where every time my partner does something for me, they are expecting me to do the same for them. That is not healthy. That is toxic. That is called manipulation. Now, did you see what I did just there? I literally took the concept, the healthy concept of reciprocity, which is basically respecting your partner, and showing fairness in the relationship. The narcissist will oftentimes take that, flip it on its head, and kind of make this bizarre argument that reciprocity is toxic, that reciprocity is manipulative, and that if you give, you should just give without expecting anything in return ever. And that honestly, it is, their argument is that it's not even healthy to expect reciprocity at any level. And so in my ex's mind, if I were to buy, every dinner, pay for every movie, give every back rub, and never ask for anything ever in return, that would be fair. And if I did all that and I asked for one thing in return, then that's me being toxic and manipulative. So yeah, it's one of those things where I'm so glad to be out of that relationship and have the fog lift to where I can see just how much manipulation was going on during the relationship. I mean, and just in every interaction. And so, the short version of this video is, one, be on the lookout for your partner saying, I never asked you to do that. That somehow that's an argument. That when you say, hey, why is it okay for me to, take you to the movies, but it's not okay for me to expect the same in return? And they'll say, I never asked you to do that. I never asked you to take me to the movies. I never asked you to take me to dinner. So if you have a partner that says like, I never asked you to do X, Y, Z, probably best to just put on your coat and head for the door, because that is a enormous red flag. Again, same thing. If you have a partner who argues that reciprocity or expectations of reciprocity are somehow toxic and unhealthy and manipulative, again, just put on your coat, go. And the reason I'm saying that, I'm not trying to be funny. I mean, the point is, like, with these type of people, you can't reason with them. You could lay out a logical explanation of, this is how people socialize. This is, fairness and equality within a relationship are foundational. Reciprocity is a form of showing respect and love. I mean, you could just lay it all out for them, and they will just argue away. I mean, and narcissists have infinite energy when it comes to arguing. So just put on your coat, just leave, because in the end, they're never going to change. And no matter how good you try to make an argument for being a decent human being, they're not going to get it. So hopefully this video's been helpful. Thanks.